Hello everyone, Weather Jamaica here. Welcome to this brief afternoon update on what's happening across Jamaica in terms of the weather. It is 1:25 p.m. on Thursday, November 16, 2023. We can see that we've definitely been getting nailed by this trough of low pressure, as there have been a lot of clouds coming in from the south to the north across the island from morning, bringing overcast skies, showers and thunderstorms to sections of the island, and there's a lot more to come. If we take a look at what some of our followers on our Instagram page have been saying, keep in mind that we don't only make posts on our Instagram page, but we make posts on our Facebook, TikTok and Twitter pages. So if you're not following us on one of those platforms, please ensure that you do, as we make mini posts like these regarding the weather when we're not making posts on our YouTube page. So we've definitely been getting in on that rainfall, and Sassy, La Hermosa stating drizzling now in Clarendon. Then one tropic stating right now you can fly a kite to hold the breeze heavy. Ferrari stating it's falling hard in Manchester. Then we have Coolie Gal 6 stating heavy rain in Old Harbour this morning, and even now I love it. So there are even too many comments to read confirming the rainfall across the island. Even myself, I got on a heavy downpour, or about 3 heavy downpours in my area of St. Thomas this morning. Right now it's a bit cooled down, and we'll focus on what's happening now shortly. However, let us take a look at what the US National Hurricane Center posted 25 minutes ago. That's 1 p.m. So I said it's 1:25 now. They posted this on their actually it's their 2-day graphical tropical weather outlook. So we can see that they stated satellite data indicate that the circulation associated with a low pressure area over the central Caribbean Sea remains broad, but the system is producing a large area of showers and thunderstorms mainly to the east of the center of circulation. Environmental conditions appear conducive for some additional development, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the next day or two while the low moves northeastward toward Jamaica, Haiti, and eastern Cuba. An Air Force Reserve reconnaissance aircraft is en route to investigate the system. So they have a plane headed out to investigate the system to see if it has the winds, if it has the potential to examine the system, insert all of this information into the models to see exactly what will happen. When will it actually become a tropical depression or a tropical storm? If that will actually happen, if it is actually looking like it is strengthening. And they are also stating that regardless of development, this system is expected to produce heavy rains, which would likely result in flash flooding and mudslides over portions of the Greater Antilles, particularly over Jamaica and Hispaniola through this weekend. Interests in Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, the southeastern Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Islands should continue to monitor the progress of this system. Tropical storm watches could be required for some of these areas as early as this afternoon. So if the system is right there, still out to the southwest of Jamaica, and we've already gotten so much rainfall, and they're saying that there's a chance of us being under a tropical storm watch or even a tropical storm warning by 5 p.m. when they make their next update after the plane has surveyed the data and done their analysis. And Jamaica is in for it tonight into tomorrow. Look at this. Both the Euro and the GFS models are showing that the system is expected to move towards the northeast across Jamaica from a southwest to a northeast fashion. And look at these. We see the greens that represent tropical storm status, the yellows represent hurricane status. Some of the members trying to make it to hurricane status on the GFS. The Euro model a bit different, more of the members making it to the hurricane status to the east of the island. Either way, we have the consensus. The system is definitely trying to get its act together. It's definitely going to be moving towards the northeast across the island of Jamaica tonight into tomorrow. And we can also see that when we take a look at the intensity model guidance, they definitely have the system right now as a strong, let's say, system. Let's say a tropical wave, a trough of low pressure, and the next step is tropical depression. Then we can see that within the next 12 to 24 hours the chances increase for the system to become a tropical storm, and then maybe even even although it's only 2 models thereafter, becoming a hurricane. But that's way out after it has passed Jamaica. Either way, we're still taking a look at what the models have been showing. So definitely the greens, the yellows that represent heavy rainfall from the Euro. Look at that. This is 7 a.m. on Friday morning. Heavy rainfall that's expected. Nobody's definitely going to school or work tomorrow morning. That would be ludicrous. That would be wicked. So we can also see the GFS. That's the 12Z GFS that just came out about almost 2 hours ago, showing something similar to what it had shown this morning. Greens, yellows, reds that represent heavy rainfall. What time is this? 12Z on Friday, which is actually 7 a.m. on Friday. And all of this should be cleared out by about Saturday morning. And if we take a look at the latest satellite images, the latest rainbow satellite images, we can see that yes, we have a blanket of clouds associated with this trough of low pressure currently sitting on top of the island of Jamaica. Still have the strongest showers and thunderstorms to the south of the island, even although we've had some of that across the island today already, and there's still more to come. Even if we get a break, there's still a lot more rain to come from the system. It is a continuous thing. It's trying to develop overall of the warm waters of the Caribbean. And we can also see that we had some amount of sparkling white dust that represents some lightning flashes, if not lightning strikes, not to mention some thunderstorm activity, especially across eastern Jamaica for today, as majority of it pushed from south to the north. And if we even take a look at the latest Cuban Doppler radar images, we know Doppler radar images show the actual rainfall as opposed to satellite images that showed cloud cover, and we can see a lot of cloud cover over an area like what we're seeing now, and not necessarily rainfall like what some people are experiencing right now. No rainfall right now across sections of St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine. But we do see the greens that represent some light rainfall, even some blues across sections of Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, St. Anne, St. Mary. While we see the greens with the yellows embedded in there that represent moderate even heavy rainfall still affecting sections of St. Thomas, Portland as we speak, and majority of this is moving from south to north. And we can also still see some greens to the south of the island, so there's definitely a lot more rainfall to come. Thank God for the Cuban Doppler radar, because we don't know we would be reading the weather at all. The Jamaican Doppler radar has been out for some time. Hopefully they get it sorted out as quickly as possible. Either way, we're taking a look at the forecast by both the Euro and the GFS models. We know the blues represent rainfall, not to mention the greens, the yellows, and the oranges. And we see that for 5 p.m. this afternoon, that's around the time that the Hurricane Center is going to tell us whether this system has been upgraded to a tropical depression or if Jamaica is under a tropical storm watch. We can see that by that time there's still some amount of rainfall to be experienced across the island, especially across the southeast, where we see those yellows, those oranges across sections of, let's say, St. Thomas, Portland. We also see some greens and blues across sections of some central and western parishes. Skipping ahead to about 11 p.m. So it's an all-night thing, the rain is not going to be finishing until Saturday. Look at these maps that represent rainfall. Greens, yellows, oranges across sections of eastern, central, and western Jamaica, especially on the south coast. Look at this from the GFS. This is as crazy as it gets. Central and eastern Jamaica getting in a lot of rainfall for the same time period, 11 p.m. Look at those burgundies. Look at all of those purples off to the southwest. And the thing is, when we take a look at the accumulated precipitation forecast, this map is showing all the rainfall that's expected from now up until 9 a.m. on Friday. Keep in mind that there's still a lot of rainfall expected on Friday into early Saturday morning. And look at all the rainfall that's expected. This is incredible. Oranges, reds, burgundies, purples dotting the southern portions of the island. St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine, Kingston, and St. Andrew. GFS showing something similar, starting to incorporate more of Portland. I know that when we're looking at these forecast maps, we have to look at our consensus. We have to look for what both of these maps are showing, and it's very concerning that they're both showing rainfall across the island like this. This is some tremendous rainfall. This is some flood triggering rainfall, mudslides, landslides, whatever the case may be. So we have to take necessary precautions, and here we have some simple steps to help us where flash flood safety is concerned. It states here, during a flood, water levels and the rate at which the water which the water is flowing can quickly change. Remain aware and monitor local radio and television. Not only that, but monitor your social media platforms like what you're using right now if you have internet connection and a device. When flooded, turn around, don't drown. We've been saying this a lot. Get to higher ground. Get out of the areas subject to flooding. Do not drive or walk into flooded areas. It only takes 6 inches of water to knock you off your feet. Stay informed, just like what we stated, by listening or paying attention to your local radar, in this case the Cuban Doppler radar images, television, weather radio, internet, or social media updates. So if you're already following us on our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, you're already on the right track. So continue to stay updated to see exactly what unfolds with this system. We will be back with another update on the system during the evening hours. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.